Hey everyone, Mike Burke here with Inside Real Estate Photography, and in this video we're going to take a look at a full real estate drone video shoot that I did recently, and I'm going to provide explanation and commentary on each shot as we go along. So you may have seen recently that I posted a video similar to this, taking you through a real estate photo shoot shot by shot, and a lot of people seem to find it helpful, so I wanted to do another video similar to that, but this time about a drone video shoot. I did a video not too long ago on a full drone photo shoot, but this time I wanted to focus in on drone video specifically. So without further ado, let's dive in and take a look. Alright guys, so here I'm lining up my first shot. This was difficult because of these trees blocking pretty much the whole front of the house, so this was definitely not an ideal situation. Usually I'd come up from higher above, but I'm going to go for a lower shot here because that's the only way I'm going to see the front of the house. So for these low shots I use tripod mode, as you just saw. I'm adjusting the parameters there to get the amount of smoothness I want in my shot from tripod mode. Tripod mode, if you're not familiar, just desensitizes the sticks, so you get less jerky movements and smoother movements like this. It's a huge help. I highly recommend using tripod mode if you have it. It's awesome. It's one of my favorite things. So now I am going for a front entrance shot here. I always throw a front entrance shot in. Again, I'm lowering now my sensitivity on the tripod mode to get even smoother shot here. So that one wasn't too great, so here I'm attempting a different shot here. So, you know, this is a nice entryway. The front doors are nice, so I always try to get a shot of the front entryway like this. That was fine. All right, you know, I usually start low to the ground and work my way up for these drone shoots, so now I am up higher, obviously, getting a full property shot. Now I'm adjusting my exposure compensation here. So I'll link to a video up on the screen now about doing a full drone, or about doing drone shoots that I made. It goes through all my settings and stuff. So that will explain how I set up, you know, the DJI Go app for doing drone shoots. I do use aperture priority, so I can switch back and forth between photo and video quickly. So that's why I'm using exposure compensation, because I'm in aperture priority mode. So, but a lot of times for the video shots, they're overexposed in my opinion. So I like to knock the exposure down. As you see, the EV is at -1.3. So I'm like, I brought it down over a stop because it's just too hot, too overexposed. So here I just do a, you know, a sort of orbit shot of the whole property, so you can see what the whole lot looks like of the front, and now I'm moving around to the back to get the same sort of shot, but of the back view of the property. So, you know, I'll do another orbit type shot here. And I'm doing these manually. I'm not using any like automated mode. You know, if I mess up, I just do it again. But so this is a photo and video shoot. Rarely do I ever get just a drone video shoot of a property. It's always photos, and then sometimes, you know, a decent amount of time they add video as well. But I never really just get strictly video. That's rare. So I just cut out the photo parts of this because, you know, I'm just wanting to focus in on the video aspect of things. Here I'm getting an overhead shot. I always get an overhead shot like this of the property as well.
Altitude reached.
Again, I had to adjust my exposure compensation for that. Just, you know, I just look out for, you know, just use your eyes, and if it seems overexposed, knock it down. When the sun's out, I find that in aperture priority mode, it just automatically sort of is a little overexposed naturally. So in the video mode, here I'm gonna do a pull away shot now. It was a little breezy here, so I'm getting blown off to the side a little bit, as you can see. So it wasn't ideal, and I'm max motor speed because I'm going back directly into the direction of the wind. So
maximum flight altitude reached.
So I always, you know, do a pull away shot and then an approaching shot. I'll do that next, you'll see. But this is a good way to end your video, by a pull away shot. It's a cool way to end it, looking out to the horizon. And then now I'm just lining up for an approach shot. So again, now I'm at like full height. So, you know, I went from low to the ground, medium height, now I'm at a full height. I'm gonna do an approach shot here. Obviously too, we have the ocean in the distance, so that's something we wanna show. Proximity to the ocean is important. So I'm just gonna do a straight on approach shot here while tilting the gimbal down. And this will be my opening shot. So I usually do like an approach shot for the opening and then a pull away shot to end the video. Typically, that's my formula. So that was pretty good, pretty straight on. I didn't get blown off course too much, even though it was a breezy day. So here, again, at full height, I'm gonna do another sort of orbiting shot around the property, but showing the view off into the distance now. It's not focused in on the property line now. Now it's focusing off into the distance. So you can see the, you know, surrounding areas here. Obviously the ocean, I wanna show proximity to that. I'll usually do, so I'll do one, you know, facing the front of the property like this, and then another facing the back of the property, so you can see the opposite view, you know, looking off into the distance, the opposite direction. So obviously this is the important direction, being that the ocean's over there, but so now, you know, this is the opposite view looking off into the horizon, but you can see the whole, now you can see the neighborhood that this house is in, and you get an idea of what the neighborhood's like, and you know, stuff like that. So that's also important. Yeah, so if I shot in manual, I'd have to be, you know, switching back and forth between photo and video. Just to explain that a little bit more, it just takes so much time, because then, you know, I have to dial in my settings every single time. So it's just, you know, you're eating up batteries and it's just crazy. And so that's why I just shoot in aperture priority mode. You know, again, I explain that a lot in the other video, and I suggest watching that. So now we're in the backyard. So I usually sort of end in the backyard, so because now I have to walk around to the back of the house to do this. So we have a nice pool here. Obviously, I focus in on any cool features of the backyard, such as the pools, decks, anything important you want to do low shots of and focus in on that. So here I'm just doing a kind of orbit or sweep shot here. Just going the other way here. Case, you know, I didn't feel too confident about that first one. If I don't feel confident about the shot, I do another attempt. Sometimes I'll go both ways just so I have options. A lot of times you can just reverse the clip in post too, but all right, I always get a shot of the back of the house as well. So that's what this shot is. Again, I'm just adjusting my exposure compensation here so it's not overexposed. And now, you know, I'm in tripod mode here again and just adjusting those parameters. I suggest playing around with them yourself. You'll see how that works. If you're not familiar with tripod mode, just go out and fly one day and use tripod mode, mess with the settings and see how it affects your sticks, and just get a feel for it. And then you'll know how to adjust it for certain shots. Sometimes you want faster movements and sometimes you want slower movements. Like here, I want it slower, so I'm putting it all the way down to 10 for everything. So it's really slow and graceful looking. So I'm getting obviously a deck shot here. It's a nice deck, so I want to show that off. Just doing a little orbit kind of shot. And you can see you know, you can see the umbrella moving around, and my drone is it's bouncing a little bit because it's windy. So you know, that can be, you know, smoothed out in post too with a little stabilizer plugin. So again, that shot wasn't too great, so I'm doing another attempt here on it. All right, that's the deck shot. Now I usually do an overhead shot of a pool, typically. Again, similar to the overhead property shot, but I'll just pull up straight up above it. You can see the pavement around the pool or the patio is just, you know, super bright. So That's the kind of stuff you want to be conscious of, because like that'll be way overexposed, but the rest of the image will be, you know, dark. So here again, another pool shot. This is a beautiful pool. You know, the agent really wanted to show off this backyard. You know, obviously this is a huge selling point for this house. This is this awesome backyard, so we really want to get a lot of shots showing that off. Again, just in my exposure, adjusting my tripod mode parameters there. And I'm going to kind of go right through these two tables. I know everyone thinks of drone shots as being like high up in the air, but my favorite drone shots are low to the ground like this. They're the coolest shots to me. You know, flying by things closely like that, things flying by the camera, it's just super cool. I love low drone shots, like I'm all about them. So to me, they're the coolest drone shots. Or the ones that I get most excited about, at least. Like a shot like this, see, just going through here, showing how the deck walks right out into the pool. Just love these low shots. And tripod mode makes them look super awesome. You know, you can be real ginger with the sticks, but tripod mode makes it awesome. There's me, hi. And that's it. That's all the shots for this video shoot. Now we'll take a look at the finished edited video. All right guys, so I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe. It's a big help to me and I appreciate it greatly. If you're interested in any consulting services or getting sneak peeks behind the scenes or bonus content or getting inside updates on future videos that I'm working on, please visit the link down in the description below. Thanks again so much for watching and I'll see you again on the next one.